Many people have dubbed the Cecil Hotel as the unluckiest hotel in the world due to its history of serial killers, suicides, and the infamous Elisa Lam case. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver, decided to embark on a solo trip to various cities along the west coast of the United States in January 2013. She started her journey in San Diego and arrived in Los Angeles on January 26, where she checked into the Cecil Hotel. She spent 5 days exploring the cities. However, before she could move on to her next destination, Elisa went missing. During the investigation, the police extracted footage from all the hotel cameras and discovered a video taken from the elevator. According to the recreated clip, Lam entered the elevator and then exhibited some very unusual behavior. The video was widely circulated in the media and on social networks. On February 19, 2013, Lam's body was found in a water tank on the hotel's rooftop. The cause of death was determined to be accidental drowning. However, almost 10 years have passed, and the police still haven't been able to determine why Lam was there. Was it an accident, a suicide, or foul play? This mysterious story became the subject of a 2021 documentary series titled Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam was born on April 30, 1991, in China. Her family immigrated from China to Canada, where they opened a restaurant in Burnaby, British Columbia. On January 26, 2013, Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel, located in downtown Los Angeles near Skid Row. During her stay, she was moved from a shared room to a private room due to her unusual behavior. Lam was last seen at the hotel on January 31. Her parents, David and Yina Lam, reported her disappearance to the police. The items she carried with her included a wallet and personal documents. A Los Angeles Police Department bulletin regarding Lam's disappearance mentioned that she spoke English and Cantonese, used public transportation, and may have been mildly depressed. She was believed to have traveled to Santa Cruz, California. In the video released by the police, moments before her death, Lam was wearing a red hoodie. In the hotel elevator, she engaged in some peculiar actions, such as pressing multiple floor buttons, looking out of the elevator, retreating into a corner as if someone had entered, and then stepping out of the elevator and waving her hands as if greeting someone, although the video did not capture anyone else in the elevator at that time. The video clip was widely circulated in the media and on social networks, sparking debates and explanations. One theory suggested that Lam was playing a paranormal game known as the elevator game, in which players have to press specific floor buttons in a particular order, with the belief that it would open a gateway to a different dimension. Prior to the discovery of Lam's body, some hotel guests complained about low water pressure in the bathrooms. On February 19, 2013, a maintenance worker looked into one of the 4 by 8 meters water tanks on the hotel's rooftop and discovered a lifeless body, later identified as Lam. The maintenance worker stated, "I noticed that the main water tank door was open, and when I looked inside, I saw an Asian woman lying face up in the water." Earlier, the hotel's rooftop had been searched with the assistance of a cadaver dog. However, no one had checked inside the water tanks. The investigation into the death of the 22-year-old girl continued after her body was discovered. Hotel staff were reportedly restricted from accessing the rooftop. There was a locked door with an alarm bell leading to the rooftop staircase, meaning that if anyone opened the door, the alarm would sound and hotel staff would be immediately alerted. However, there were also 3 fire escape doors leading to the rooftop that no one besides the staff seemed to know about. During the autopsy, the police determined that Lam died by accidental drowning. There were no signs of physical trauma on her body, and no toxic substances were found during the examination. The autopsy report mentioned Lam's bipolar disorder, which was considered an important factor leading to her death. After their daughter's death, Lam's parents filed a lawsuit against the hotel, but it was dismissed in 2015. The investigating detective, Wallace Tennell, expressed his opinion, saying, "In my opinion, she somehow found her way up to the rooftop of the hotel and then fell into the water tank," adding, "It sounds like it's unbelievable, but that's the most logical conclusion based on the evidence at the scene." The detective also stated, "I tried to investigate whether someone had thrown her in there, but it's really hard for anyone to do that without leaving any trace. So, the only scenario that makes sense is that she climbed up on her own." At this point, the case may have been closed, but there are still many unanswered questions, especially regarding the manner of Lam's death. If Lam indeed jumped into the water tank, whether intentionally or accidentally, she would have needed to make her way to the hotel rooftop without being detected, either through the locked and alarmed door or the fire escape on the side of the building. She would then have to climb a 3-meter-high ladder next to the tank and open a heavy water tank lid before entering. Adding to the mystery, Lam's body was discovered in a state of nudity.